We were having a conversation. This lady is hilarious. So, y'all, it is part three. I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon. Whenever you see this message, it is I, Jaquel, from the Working Out with Wanda podcast. And ooh, I'm so glad to have Miss Akira Wesley here with us. Having your presence here is just so awesome. Round three.
Right.
And so we've been talking so much about dealing with the homeless population and their grieving process and how it's so many different styles of grieving. And the last segment, Akira just had a great question: what is normal to them? um, and
Excuse me.
so before I jump into our round three of our discussions of finding resources and how it looked like on the positive end, I want you to kind of talk a little bit more about who you are as far as the organizations that you help build and also what you currently do as your entrepreneurship.
Um, I started in direct service. Being in the front office. That was my.
You just don't look like a front office person.
All right.
What you want?
But I was. Um, and I just when I was working in the front office, of course, I was super green, so and super ignorant all at the same time. Um, and I learned all the programs on purpose because I wanted to be a person that knew what they was talking about over the phone, so I could
Mm,
direct people to the right program.
okay, okay.
And then it just moved on into me doing case management for various housing programs, and that's kind of how I learned, like, the background of housing, until I moved into management and learned what the funding looks like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, just in the gist and doing the work. I've always told people, when you are doing any type of social service type
Mm-hmm.
work, expect to be triggered.
Mm, almost crossed my leg on that one. Almost.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
we almost there.
We almost there.
We almost
I
there.
lost 2 pounds, bro.
Period.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you elaborate on that?
excuse me. I used to tell my staff that you're going to get people that are like you on your caseload, and 9 times out of 10, I was always right.
Yeah.
Because you're going to see a lot of yourself in people. When you are working with people, you're going
Yes.
to see a lot of yourself in people, whether you want to admit it or not. You can be completely delulu,
Ooh.
and that person will be just like you. So all the things that you hate, all the things that you are disgusted with, you're going to see that in somebody else, and it's going to make you mad. It's going to make you cringe. And sometimes it's going to make you give up on working on them. And I always tell myself, well, you giving up on yourself.
Mm.
Hmm.
So you were building teams of people that would have possibly or could possibly be triggered by some of the clients or participants that they had to serve.
Hmm.
Was it like I'm just purposely placing you with them, or it just kind of fell in line like that?
Uh, uh, for me, I'm intentional about everything that I do. So I always tell people there's a method to my madness,
Okay.
because if it was something that I saw in you that I knew could affect your performance,
Okay.
or if there was something that I needed to get out of you, like,
Mm,
now you're doing a great job, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to
okay.
stretch you, because I always tell people I'm your pusher. Your pusher. Um,
Okay.
because that's just who I am. Um, and there are some things, even though it's not going to happen overnight, or working with the client from 3 to 6 months, or
Yeah.
even 3 to 12 months, but hope you bring you to a level of self awareness
Yeah.
to where like, okay, this person didn't like this,
Hmm.
I don't like this either.
Hmm.
So how can I fix this for
Yeah.
me so that I can help this person?
Got you. Got you. Got you.
So a lot of times when my staff will be like, I'm clashing with this person, I'm like, I'm not giving them to nobody else.
They
Continue.
probably was mad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But as somebody who was kind of thrown to the wolves in this work,
Mhm.
that is something that I wanted to make sure of, that people dealt with people who were like them. Of course, everybody on the caseload wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But you had a few people on there where I'd be like, okay, I'm going to give this person to you. And a lot of
Mm.
times it would be met with a lot of resistance after the first initial meeting.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to take this, I ain't gonna be able to do this. But how do you know that you're doing a good job?
Hmm. Hmm.
How do you know that you're growing as a person?
Yeah.
How do you know that you're growing in the work that you do?
Hmm.
You got to meet people like you. And you have to learn how to overcome your own triggers and somebody else so you can do the work and get the work done. Because a lot of us, I was reading something, a lot of us have the main character syndrome.
Hmm.
Everything is about us. Somebody saying something, it got to be about me. No,
It's not.
when you realize when you are purpose for something, ain't nothing about you.
No.
What's about you is getting this work done.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Yes.
We'll listen to your feelings and all of that, but next,
And
that's why you have a therapist. That's why you have other support to help you get through those things.
mhm.
But when it's time to do the work, it's time to do the work. You put self aside.
Yeah.
So something that I used to hear was, what is it? Listen to understand or something like that.
Seek to
Yes,
understand.
seek to understand.
We seek to understand.
Yes, seek to
We're not
understand.
judgmental.
Because when you're seeking to understand someone,
Yeah.
it puts you in a place of perspective.
Absolutely.
So, and then that way, like you learn, you build strategy
Come on.
and seeking to understand on how to help that person. Because for those of us who listen to Holy Spirit, He's already given us a strategy on what we need to do with our next
Yes.
in the next appointment. Oh, we're gonna work on this.
Yes.
And a lot of times when I was in case management, I would pause the housing search on purpose to help the participant of the program, because it was something that needed to be worked out before we even got to doing housing search.
Mhm.
Because when you're in the, you've been in the work,
Oh yeah.
housing search, especially if you don't have nobody and you doing all the work,
Ah.
that's a beast on its own. And then putting the responsibility in their hands and them not having the confidence of them being capable of
Yes.
looking,
Yes.
talking, I don't know what to say, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, can you write something down for me, can you give me some information, because I don't
Mhm.
want to seem like I'm lying, or
Right.
maybe you did see them outside the gas station,
A
trying
few
to hook.
days ago.
Right.
Yes.
But right, well, now they in the housing program looking for housing.
Yeah.
How are you going to receive them? Getting on landlords is a whole nother conversation. We ain't gonna reach that today.
Oh, that's a landlord tenant right
But
episode.
we ain't gonna reach that
Make
today.
my eye twitch. Ooh, no
Just
slumlords.
building partnerships, but having support
Yes.
across the board. Like no direct service person can, get the success
Mhm.
of their participant
Yes.
by themselves alone.
No, it's not possible.
It's not gonna
It's just. It's
happen.
not. It's not
You
realistic.
need to build, strategic, fortified something that
Mhm.
that the person can go to. And if they choose not to do it, then you've done your part.
Yes. Yes. I
You've done
agree.
your part. You let them know what was available, who they can talk to. Sometimes when we could, we took them,
Hmm.
to different places and different support systems. But that's what you got to do when you got the boots on the ground. You do the
Boots on
lab
the
work.
ground.
You going door to door, you calling people, or
I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I think about some of our successes.
Mm-hmm.
because we had good, bad, and ugly.
Mm-hmm.
With some of our clients, we would have to, or I wouldn't say have to, we would give the landlord an incentive because it was a part of some of our funders to where if we have those of higher needs, we could give the landlord a stipend
Mm-hmm.
for allowing, because we already letting you know
Mm-hmm.
this person suffered from mental health. They could cause some damage. They could cause this and that, but we appreciate you already in advance. And sometimes none of our clients would be the ones that would do it. It'd be the ones that we didn't think.
Yeah.
But when I think, you be like, they did what? Oh, not Johnny. Johnny does. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
They took
Can we?
the drywall out. How they do that?
I didn't know they were so skilled. You come in as perfect and like, wow. But then we have some that were like the bottom of the bottom. Everybody gave up on them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have no one to turn to.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were some way, however, they were in our programs. And here we are dealing with those with substance abuse, um, DV backgrounds, those that have sexual assault, those that have just mental health overall,
Mm-hmm.
but turn out to be some of our best successors.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about the process that transitioned them to be a success? What did that actually look like?
Um, I think a lot of ours where we worked is that they had great case management internal in our organization.
Okay.
I would shout out to me the best internal case management supervisor. She know who she is. Um,
You said
from
that I was the best.
internal case management, we was in a whole nother
Oh,
program.
I was just trying to understand what you were saying. I thought you were trying to give me kudos on the side. I was going to accept that. But
I
go
mean, you can
ahead.
get your kudos, but she really partnered with us when we were at that one
Oh
place.
yeah,
And she was very much involved and she made sure the staff was involved
from
too.
beginning to end.
Yeah, and I think that plays a part is people who
Absolutely.
are in other case management or other support systems
Yes.
who are involved in their person's well-being to get a house.
Absolutely.
And when we were having issues, we could easily communicate and say, "Hey, I haven't seen Akira all week. Do have you seen her? Do you know
Mm-hmm.
where she's been?
Mm-hmm.
Say less." They was going to look for her.
About to do the wellness check.
So I that's something that I absolutely loved because it brought about success, and they had somebody that they could, talk to about, like, I'm really feeling, a lot of anxiety about finding a home. I'm not feeling
Yeah.
confident about
Yeah.
talking to a landlord. And then when we implemented the landlord and tenant rights session, some of them people you couldn't tell nothing to because they felt like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
I'll say less. I'm finna cuss out every landlord.
We have to stop. Like, you can't go to the. I know my rights.
Uh-huh.
I know my rights. Like,
Right.
child, you
But
finna have a whole
I love
revolution.
but I
Stop.
love that because I think education
Yes.
empowers people at any level.
Yeah.
It empowers them. When we did it for the youth, it
Yes.
empowered them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, you really can't tell me that, like, oh, it doesn't work, because it does. There are a lot of success stories. Yeah, we're talking about the ugly, but we've had a lot of success
Yeah.
stories. We have
Yeah.
people who were actually interested or even in the mindset that they want to own a home.
Home. Girl, I was so
You know what
excited
I'm
when they were
saying?
saying I want to own
And
my
we're
own home.
taking classes and being a
Yes.
participant of these home buyer classes because that was something that they were interested in.
I mean, and these were the same people that when we first met them,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know, you couldn't
If
tell.
they was coming or going.
Oh, okay. Okay. And we knew when they left our appointment, they was finna
Mhm.
go somewhere
Uh-huh.
and go hang
We ain't
out.
gonna say where, but
But that was something, and
Yeah.
there's something that we did. We showed agape love
Mm-hmm.
to no matter who was coming through the door,
Mm-hmm.
no matter who, if it was a whole family. I
Mm-hmm.
had one client said she had 7 personalities, and I said, "Well, I want to meet each and every one of you. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you
Mm-hmm.
doing? If you're gonna
Absolutely.
be Janet today, I'm gonna talk to Janet. If you're gonna be Paula tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to Paula. Whichever one, I'm gonna meet
Mm-hmm.
you where you are
Mm-hmm.
because of the rejection."
Mm-hmm.
Is like this with the homeless
Mm-hmm.
population.
And if you act like you afraid, it's a wrap.
It's they're gonna eat you and spit you out. Talk
I
about the
remember,
wolves.
remember somebody told me I'm clairvoyant. So I know. I said, okay, so you and whoever else you dealing with, I'm gonna need y'all to focus so we can get this work done.
No, like, well, I think we skipped some steps.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna need all y'all to pay attention.
Right. I
All
need y'all to
y'all.
focus because we got work to do.
And
And
they
they would
wasn't used to that. They
they
wasn't used to
wasn't
that.
because I would get a lot of
What you mean?
or who
All,
she thinks she talking to.
all y'all.
Yeah,
I
every
need
last one
all
of you.
y'all to
We gotta
be
we
right
gotta
here.
get this work done.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
not making fun, but that's just how
No.
serious it was. Like, no, you want housing, or
Yes.
all of y'all want housing.
Yes.
Y'all need to be in a space so y'all can dwell or whatever it is that y'all needed to do.
Yes.
We're gonna get you housed, but I need y'all when you come see me, I need you to silence all the other things so we can get this done. And I guarantee every single time when it was,
Yeah.
that standard was there, they came ready to
Yes.
work.
Yes. Yes.
Even the ones that cussed me out.
And came back the next day like they didn't remember.
Or apologized like,
I was so
oh,
sorry.
I am so sorry.
So which one was that? That was Janet. This is Paula.
Right,
That was
right,
Janet. I
right,
was like, okay, well tell Janet that Janet needs to apologize, not
right,
Paula.
right.
But I even think about some of our substance abuse
Mm-hmm.
clients that we had and how they couldn't even save because they will depend on whatever the income that they receive. We know that they would drink it up.
Yeah.
They was stressed. They would smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we had one that
Or eat
we
it
had
up.
or eat it away. All those addictions that I talked about previously,
Mm-hmm.
we saw those firsthand. Sometimes even walking into, and I'm not being funny when I say this, their little grass area, that was their home. You will be seeing cans all around them. You will see, you know, they had a lot of snacks. They would eat a lot of snacks, a lot of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they will wait to go to the different areas to eat dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they're going to get their protein. That's where they're going to get this and that. We had turned so many people. I'm not boasting on us,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just saying like there's hope.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not just us. There's so many case managers, so many directors, supervisors that do the direct service, and I don't think that we get a lot of the credit for it. And like we were talking to someone earlier where they was like, I don't even want to tell people where I work at.
Yeah.
Because some people try to take the advantage or the abuse or, well, since you work there, can you tell them I need, no, let me just keep it what it is. When you see me on the street, you see me on the street. But, I think about, like I was talking about just a few minutes ago about the one that never could save no money. And remember, we had to tell him you got to stop, you got to pause. You got to take $10 out, you got to take $20 out because they're not going to approve you for the, for this, they're not going to approve you for that. And so the person was like, so stop saving now. But his mindset shifted. He said, I don't want to be even in, and I think when we were transitioning him from a slumlord, I hate to say it like that, but he was in a slumlord apartment building. To where we was like, leave everything here.
Don't take nothing with you.
You don't got to take your clothes.
Because it was too many friends.
I was trying to come. I remember when the one friends met me at the door.
That's why
I said, sir, why is your friend meeting me at the door?
Right.
He said, man, that's what they do.
Greetings, come on in.
I said, your cousins meet us at the door.
He would,
they house.
In good grace, he definitely laughed. He had a good laugh too.
Oh my gosh.
Please don't think that we're just making fun. These are all, things that,
No.
has shared some good laughs with our people.
And great testimonies, from
People still keeping their place, able to get a
yes,
vehicle, end up getting a good job,
getting their licenses,
hmm
getting
seeing their kids.
yes, and their children seeing them as adults in a different place, in a different setting from when they were
Hmm
kids. And not only that, now they're seeing their grandchildren
hmm
for the first
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
Some of them even talked about, and some of them did go into therapy
hmm
because they wanted to understand, how can I not only be better
hmm
but stay.
Right.
I think that's even like, if I can compare it to church, I was telling somebody, I said, you can go to the front, you can go to the altar at any given time
hmm
and tell me I want to be delivered. Well, it don't take God all day, right? That's what we say. We say it don't take God all day. We'd be the problem, right? But how do we stay? It is a process now that comes after you get the oil on, you get prayer, you leave. Now the process comes is, how do I stay sober? How do I stay this way? How do I
hmm
stay in a place where I don't want to revert back to the same mindset? It does start with the mind.
Yeah.
We want to have a willing mind. I do want to change. I do want to be different. I don't want to be homeless no more. How did I change my mindset personally? I had what they say, what motivates you? My child motivated me.
hmm
My child, when I was understanding, like, this is something like, oh my goodness, like, we're here at the bottom, but we're
hmm
not going to stay there.
Right.
And even though every day was very frustrating,
hmm
constantly getting no's, constantly not people helping you, once again, like you said, I was being
hmm
prideful.
Right.
So I didn't tell everybody what was going on
Yeah.
as well. So I didn't want to ask people for money. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. And it was just a lot. But
hmm
I didn't give up.
hmm
I probably could have gotten much help
hmm
if I would have opened myself.
True.
But coming from a person who's now in this get it out, Skill, walking in the deliverance of rejection,
hmm
right?
hmm
Being rejected for so much,
hmm
and that's why I always can empathize when certain individuals are dealing with stuff, because when you're dealing with rejection, and people call you the black sheep, or when you're called this and you call that, all those negative terms, we absorb that,
Yeah.
and then we don't feel that nobody really listens to us.
hmm
And that's a lot that happens in our homeless population. People don't stop and listen.
hmm Because we already have the solution for them, and
But my story ain't like theirs though,
we've
Kira.
already planned out what their lives is going to be while they're in this program, all these things. Even though we say that the services are voluntary, we have already
We already
decided
done decided
what
for them.
what things are going to look
Yeah,
like for
yeah.
them. But going back to something that you said,
Girl, you making me pull my hair back. This is good.
I'm thinking about the folks who don't have a community of safe people that they can go to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like, how many people really, like, in real life, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Yeah.
get you.
You may have had the support, you know, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with some of the bridges that they've burned as well,
Let's
because,
hold it accountable.
yep.
Hold it accountable.
But at the same time, it's like, you was up, now
Come
you
on.
down.
Come on.
You want me to help you?
Come on.
Or all the people that you didn't look out for? Oh, I don't got it this time. I'm sorry, I can't help. And it's like, okay, well, can you give me a place to stay for tonight? I don't know. Those are real things. Or you see where people have opened up their basements, or you can sleep on the back porch for tonight. You can sleep in the backyard.
Oh, I,
Or you got a tent. Oh yeah, just sleep in the backyard. And not a fault to the people, because
mm-mm.
people are looking out for their safety.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Um, but how many people we've encountered where somebody let them sleep on the back porch, or how many people we've encountered where they wasn't literally homeless, but they were like at risk,
Yeah.
but they were sleeping outside the apartment door in the hallway because daughter didn't want them to be in the unit, even though that's their house.
That is true.
I mean, I can we can get into so there's so many things to housing and so many people, not just the homeless population, but the
Mm-hmm.
subpopulations in homelessness. There's DV, there's SA, there's
Yes.
LGBTQ plus. There's people with HIV. There's so many. It's so vast.
Yes.
you
And
know.
each person feels that they're being targeted and not um, considered an individual.
Hmm.
We consider them across the mass of
Yeah.
others. You know what I'm saying? Like you just identify some of our communities that we work with, but and then everybody, yep, I know why she got it. I know why they in here. I know why this and that. No, you don't.
Hmm.
Some people were homeless due to a physical disability and they were unable to work anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different things that happen to
Hmm.
people, and I want to
Or a
go back to.
language barrier, because we don't talk about culturally specific
Oh, child, don't
homelessness
talk about that one.
where they can't get a job because they don't know
Yeah,
English in this country. You know what I'm saying? Or even with housing, you come to their housing and it's looking totally
come on,
different. How are we helping
come
people?
on,
But
come
I
on.
digress.
Look, I don't had you for 3 seconds. I'm gonna be nice
Yes.
today.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be real nice.
Thank
But
you.
listen, everyone. Um, you can hear from me. We're not, as we would say, quote unquote experts, but we tend to. I've always had, and I always say this since probably when we were working together too. I would say, I believe in advocating, I believe in educating, and I believe in empowering. Not only just for the partnerships of landlords, not only for our clients to be educated and advocated and empowered, but even for ourselves. I think that there's a lack of understanding, a lack of knowing who we are, a lack of not even understanding or tapping into things that could be like this could be us tomorrow. You know, this can happen and calamity could hit, and it's just that long domino effect that not only affects me, but then it affects those that are around me.
Hmm.
You don't even know sometimes the person that you sit next to may not even have a dime to their name, but they're still
Hmm.
sitting there smiling
Yeah.
and pushing every day like ain't nothing happened.
Absolutely.
Not that they're being prideful, but it's just like, you know what, God, I trust you.
Hmm.
I believe in you.
Absolutely.
So many people that are standing holding the signs are dealing with all different types of grief and mental health. There's some things that and even while we're in school, the classes and stuff that I just recently took about understanding someone's trauma from a childhood perspective, understanding trauma from a child. That's is deep. And some of us never get out of that mindset of the child. And so when we're dealing with that grief, it brings in a whole nother level of can I survive? Can I get over this? How will I get over this? Well, and our body, as I said a few episodes ago, our body goes through those motions too, where it's dealing with the shock, well, it's dealing with the pain, because our brain is saying we're still trapped,
Hmm.
but we want to let you know you can get out. You don't have to be in that setting, that mindset, or anything anymore.
Hmm.
And I'm so glad that um, myself and my producer actually to give us a little snippet of a song. You see how I smile with that one?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll let you go without part two without singing us out. But this is part three. We're right up at the cusp of the end of our show. I won't I
I'm
won't
so
bring you
glad
back for
he
another
asked
part four.
this.
But you guys, she has a beautiful voice. Um, I probably won't join her on this because I'll be sitting there getting forgetting I'm supposed to help her out singing because I'll be like this. Girl, good. But
Excuse me.
as I get ready to close out, she's gonna sing us off, and then I'm gonna just give you my little ways. But you're not gonna abort what God has predestined inside of you. You are more than enough. You are special to Him. You are absolutely amazing. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. There is nothing, no one, no thing that will consume you, that will overwhelm you, that can overtake you from being who you were predestined to be. And that's why you cannot subdue to it. So, as Working Out with Wanda podcast, as we close out, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Akira Wesley. Hold on. You didn't talk about your consultant.
Oh, I sure didn't.
Okay, you got 3 minutes. Go
So,
ahead, get that out before you say.
My business is Wesley Consulting Solutions,
Okay.
where I do grant writing, grant monitoring, strategic planning, team development. I'm actually doing a job readiness program with DVR right now called Step Forward.
Can I do that with
Mhm.
this?
You can.
Okay.
It's a trauma informed care job readiness
Oh, that's
program.
good. That's good.
Um, and some other things too on top of that. So you can reach out, or you can. I have a Facebook page. It's called Wesley Consulting Solutions, or you can reach me at Akira at Wesley Consulting Solutions, all one word.com.
Y'all, in other words, the lady does grant writing too. She's trying to be very calm with it. She's absolutely amazing. I would say this, and I'm not being funny when I say this. There's never been a grant that she written that never been cashed. Can I say it like that? I'm not saying it wrong.
Um,
There's never been a grant.
They get it. They get it.
Okay. There's never been a grant that you wrote that they ain't never been able to get. I was trying to say that they ain't never been able to cash. But what I'm saying is, she got a few of them under her belt. We're not talking about $200. We're talking about for organizations, for profit and nonprofit, that she's been able to write grants for. And we believe in embarking on really, I believe in embarking on helping Black businesses be supported at all costs. And I think that a lot of people just don't know, like, oh, there's grant opportunities for profits. Absolutely. Contact this lovely woman right here. Go ahead, close us out. I'm ready for my song now.
It's gonna be quick.
I done hyped you up.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Go ahead. You better not crack on this podcast.
All right.
I'm gonna talk about you.
Or we just gonna redo the I'm gonna do this one. I actually saw myself singing this song today.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I find space for what I treasure. I make time for what I want. I choose my priorities, and Jesus, you're my number one. I will make room for you. I will prepare for two, so you don't feel that you can't live here. Live in me. Amen.
That's it.
We're gonna have to redo this tape.
I don't redo nothing. You supposed to. I said sing the song I made.
I did.
You know what? And on that note, I thank you all. Thank you all for coming, because we're gonna talk about this offline. I thank you, Akira, for
She
being
didn't prepare me to tell me that I was singing, y'all. First of all, I just want to say that we were supposed to just be talking about what our topic for today. Her and her producer wanted to spring something on me at the last minute.
We love you too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I love y'all too.
Thank you. I'll feed you after.
You'll
be
welcome.
all right. We appreciate you for coming today.
Of
God,
course.
listen. We love you all. Maybe next time we might both hit a little note together. But until next time, thank you all for coming. We love you and stay amazing.
And I hope my best friend has been singing like she was supposed to after